Hi guys, what's up today? And we're going to talk about the top 5 things that I've learned while playing Minecraft. Now, these are going to be not so much a tutorial, but just general talking about things that I've learned while playing Minecraft to make your builds a little more interesting. We're going to talk about how to build some pathways, how to make your house look a bit more vibrant and interesting, and we're going to talk about just making your scenery even a lot more interesting as well. Just little tips, tricks and fun things you can do while playing on survival. Now, this is done in creative, but we do have a survival world where we've built tons of amazing things like this. So don't worry about getting the resources. Everything that we're going to be working with today is pretty much readily available pretty much out the gate of the game. So without further ado, let's get into this. Okay, so you've just loaded up Minecraft for the first time. The first thing you're going to do is build a house that is a square.
Now, this is totally cool for starting off with, especially in survival, and creative wooden roof as well.
Right, this is pretty much the typical Minecraft house. This is the first thing you're going to build. You're going to get some wood, you're going to build it, you're going to made it uneven. Right, fine, you can get 2 doors for this one. Hi cow. I hear cow. Right, so you've all seen it before. You start up the game, you need to get away from the creepers. What do you build? A square. But let's say you're a bit of time into it, you don't really want this anymore, you want something a bit more interesting. What can you do to just make a simple square interesting? Well, for starters, first of all you need to do is just give it different dimensions. So just easily by just adding a stuck out corner, that's not even a word, but we're making it one. By adding a corner that is stuck out, you instantly create something that is already a bit more pleasing to look at. I by no means am a very good builder. I start and stop a lot and I give up quite a bit, so don't worry about not being the best at building, because I'm right there with you. So let's say right away that boom, your house is already a much more interesting shape. And in fact, just by making the roof or a level back or even a level forward, it gives it just a bit more dynamic shape that you can work with. Now, step 2 for giving your house a bit more interesting vibes, let's go ahead and border it. Now, bordering does take a lot of the logs. Logs can be a bit annoying to get sometimes, but I think just by adding these in, it gives your house just a bit more texture. It just makes it look a bit more interesting as well, and it allows you to mix and match different designs with it as well. Now, you obviously don't have to use this type of wood. In fact, you don't even need to use wood. I would suggest sometimes using stone. I'm not much of a cobblestone fan. In fact, I think if you use too much of it, it'll turn into like a big grey blob. It won't look very nice. It's very good in moderation, but if you decide to make a big stupid mine out of it, that's a shot at Luke, who made a big stupid mine out of cobblestone that looked horrible. It starts to look like a big grey blob. It doesn't look very nice, but if you mix it in, let's say you border your house at the bottom with it, just by adding that tiny little extra thing gives your house a much more dynamic shape and colour, and it looks more interesting and realistic. Because if you look at any buildings outside, it's normally got different colours, different variations. I don't think buildings are typically made of wood, but you know, this is Minecraft, fucking real world. Right, so we've got, I won't bother doing the back because you yourself, I'm sure, would go around it and, you know, you do that yourself, but that's fine. We're just showing you today. Now let's go ahead and make a roof. You can really make a roof out of anything, but I'm going to show you a little tip, something that I've picked up that I think is a really good thing. So typically, if you're going to go ahead and make a roof, what you're going to do is you're going to do that. and then you'll do this. And then you just repeat this process over and over again until you've got a roof. Now, it doesn't look bad. By all means, it's a roof. There you have it. It'll eventually go to the other side and it will look quite nice. But we're not here for quite nice. We're here for sweet tips and tricks to make it even better. So try this. Place it down. Just watch where you place it, because depending on where you place it, it'll take on different angles and different shapes. So just watch where you place it. By the way, I'm going to assume that anyone watching this doesn't know much about Minecraft, so don't feel offended if I'm telling you something that's like super obvious. We're just going over simple basics. Where did I place that? Okay, so right. So instead of doing this and then just going up and up and up, we're going to do this. So place it on the black, the back of it, so it gives you a kind of Z, and then just invert it. Keep inverting it. Let's keep going with it. You can even throw in a wee bit of that every so often. Maybe not too much, otherwise your house will look super abandoned. But in this simple thing of just adding, there you go. Look at that. And you might be tempted to like fill in the middle like this, but nah. We're not about that life. What we're going to do is fill in the back. Now there's tons of materials you can do this with. What they call the stem stones, the slabs. You can do that with these as well, but we're just going to do it normally with these for now. So there you go. Right away, you've got a much more interesting house. And see, just to finish it off, see just the creme de la creme. Just do a staircase that's facing inwards, and then just give it a wee cheeky lip like that. And then suddenly you've got this kind of almost Skyrim-esque vibe that's going on. So then you would basically just stretch it back, and then you would basically just repeat everything that I just did. So what did it
started there. Let's just imagine what this is. I have actually done it like this. So it's like, boom, shabam, maybe one of them. Throw in two, why not? Just for the price of one. Boom, bam, boop-de-doo. And then, and then just fill that in like that. I actually already did this. This was all a video of me doing all that, but it's horrible. I'm like stuttering constantly. I know I'm stuttering now, but like it was worse. It was worse before. Trust me, you're getting the A-grade version. If you can call this A-grade.
So yeah, that's all you would do. You can actually make, I know I didn't mean this, but you can actually make little impurities like that, just giving it character wherever you can. That's really what this is about. Like, you don't need to follow everything. Nothing needs to be perfect. Anyone that thinks that your Minecraft house has to be like completely symmetrical and brilliant, absolutely wrong. It doesn't. You know, you fill that side in yourself. We're just going to stick with this view for now. So you can just, there you go, that fits in perfect because of the staircase. Yeah, and always try and make it like not as, don't just make it like come out to here and go all the way along here. Like give it some dimensions and stuff. Fill that in there, fill that in there, and there you go. Just by adding stuff like that, can give this really cool. I didn't even do this for the other one. I really am riffing it now, if that's what the young kids say nowadays. There you go, boom. Now you've got a little patio, and obviously you don't want to leave it just to look like that, so we're going to never try and make it just flat. Always try and give it ridges, always try and give it edges. Honestly, the slightest tiny details that you can add really make the world better. So of course, I mean, fuck, that's not a bad house. It's not a horrible one. Probably not the best, but for just whipping it out of nothing. Where the fuck is the doors? Ah, here we go. Let's go for a jungle door. Why not? Wee jungle door, wee jungle door. There you go. Boom. So things like this. Let's see what we've done over here. Adding lanterns to create lights. Vines, of course. Another thing that you should always try and add is the vines. Vines are incredibly good at detailing. And also, see if you want like the simplest tip or trick, go outside and look at architecture. See if you really want to see some interesting details in the world. Just look at how things are actually built in the area that you live. It's funny, one of the biggest things that I never thought about was just simply adding a bush around the house. And it seems so simple when you think about it, like, oh fuck, bushes everywhere. But it's not until you actually go outside and be like, oh shit, the world's got bushes. Like, add them. So yeah, there's another thing that you should look out for. Always try and, there you go, boom. I'll give this one 2 since it's got 2 doors. And there, suddenly you've got this cozy little abode. I actually really like this. I kind of want to make this in the survival world that we've got. I stream every Sunday with a community, and we've been building up this survival world for ages. This actually looks really nice. I kind of want to add this now. But yeah, so what else can we add? Let's take a look over our finished one. Of course you could add things like chimneys. A really cool tip or trick now for chimneys is that if you've got a campfire, let's add it here. Oh, you can. I'm sure you could probably make a much better chimney. Even make it out of different materials, so it's not just like that. So boom, there you go. You've got a kind of big chimney. Now we just got to find a campfire. Boom, there you go. I'm not sure. Like I said, we're going to pretend no one knows what they're doing. So a little cool thing that you can actually do if you find a hay block. Wherever it might be. Where in the ass is a hot damn... Ah, there we go. Right, so you can build a campfire and the smoke will go pretty high. Let's see just how high it actually goes. There you go. So it goes, I'd say about that's 10 blocks maybe. But if you pop down a cheeky one of those and do that, it'll go way higher. So it's actually good for finding your house. Yeah, much higher. Oh wow, still going. Jeez, okay, I didn't realise it was that high. There you go. So yeah, there you go. You've got a wee simple chimney now. You can make it out of better materials. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be the same, same as before. So there's a basic outline of a house. You can add all the detail you want, bordering around the top, bordering around the bottom, all completely doable. Again, I am not a very good builder at all. These are just, like I said, these are just things that I've learned from playing the game. Because we do it quite a lot and we've built quite a lot, we're very used to trying to come up with ideas. Okay guys, this brings part 1 to a close. We are finished with the house. Don't mind about all this extra stuff, that will be covered in a video coming out fucking soon. But part 1 of the house is done. It looks really nice, it looks really cute. We have not decorated the interior. The interior is still bland and boring, but we will maybe visit that in a future episode. But thank you very much for watching. If you liked today, please leave a comment, a like, subscribe to the channel, or even check me out on Twitch at RedSikatsu. I really do appreciate it. I hope this inspires you to go out there and make something cool. Stay awesome guys. Bye.